So, hello and welcome back. We're going to be watching more Game of Thrones.
Yay, hi.
Histories and lore. Valyria and the Dragons.
Oh, neat.
Finally some, sounds like Targaryen action,
Yeah.
hopefully. So, lores have been pretty cool so far. I believe Daenerys' brother is going to be narrating this, not Rhaegar, but Viserys. I think that's how you say his name.
The weirdo?
What's his name?
The golden crown, crazy melted head dude.
I love your names. I'm just gonna label. Oh, that's a hard one to say really fast, but
Well, he wanted
the melted crown.
Yeah, but he did want the crown.
He
so
got crowned, all right.
He got crowned.
That was
That's right. That
the
was
biggest shock. I mean, one
you
of the
watch it
first
happen.
bigger shock.
Yeah.
I never thought
Yeah.
anyone would ever.
Yeah, because you're so
That's
new
good.
to the whole Game of Thrones universe that you just don't think things like that would happen. But we learned
So
pretty
Drunk was
fast.
being unusually nice to him, or being sarcastic, awfully sarcastic, and all of a sudden,
Yeah, it's like, here's your golden crown.
Right. There you have it.
So I'm curious about Valyria, so shall we find out more about it?
Yes.
Sweet.
East of Westeros lies the smoking sea,
Oh, well.
where no ship dares sail. There are those who swear it to be demon-haunted, and who's to say they're wrong? For it was there, thousands of years ago, that a cataclysmic event occurred, destroying one of the great civilizations in history. The precise details of their origins are lost to us, but it is said the Valyrians were once a modest community of shepherds, tending their flocks on a small peninsula of the great eastern continent. One fateful day, in a volcanic area known as the 14 Fires, they made a shattering discovery. Dragons. They were monstrous, scaled creatures with massive wings, sharp claws, and fiery breath. They were also said to have a deep-rooted connection to magic. In time, the Valyrians were able to tame the beasts. Harnessing their immense power, they established a city of wonder, unlike any before or since. They became skilled at sorcery and metallurgy, creating uncommon weapons of spell-forged steel. Wielding these weapons astride their dragons, the Valyrians conquered the surrounding lands and slowly expanded west. At the time, the Giscari Empire dominated much of the great eastern continent and tried to stop Valyria's expansion.
Creepy statue.
The Giscari legions attacked the Valyrians 5 times, but could never defeat them. Finally, the Valyrians marched on their capital, Old Gis, and obliterated it, turning its streets and buildings to ash with dragon flame, and wiping the Giscari people and their culture off the face of the earth.
Don't want to mess with
The
them.
freehold of Valyria, as it came to be known, became the most advanced civilization in the known world, with its own language, gods, and culture. The Valyrians' reach extended far and wide, covering most of the continent. Great cities were built and roadways paved, all of which led back to Valyria. The freehold would prosper for nearly 5,000 years.
That's a very long time.
Yeah.
An event that became known only as the Doom laid waste to the Valyrians, their capital city, and its surrounding lands.
Volcano.
The peninsula itself was shattered, becoming what is now the Smoking Sea. Every dragon was thought to be lost, as were the Valyrian spells, knowledge, and recorded history.
Wow.
Thus, the mighty empire collapsed. What caused this cataclysm? No one knows for certain. Some say it was a volcanic eruption. Others say the Valyrians' own sorcery got the better of them. In any event, the Doom's devastation of the Valyrian people was total, with the exception of a small rocky island in the narrow sea, Dragonstone. For it was there that the Targaryens, the last of old Valyria, dwelled. They would lie in wait for another 100 years before unleashing the fury of the dragon on another continent, Westeros.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
good.
these. I really like that one.
Yeah, that was good. It was,
I love a lot of the houses. Targaryens are pretty epic, so
that's right.
I like
That's-
Starks and
that's
and yeah, I like Starks and Targaryens are very like neck and neck to me. Like I really, And the Targaryens, they're such a mystery, like I didn't know anything about Valyria, and I'm like, oh, Doom. Okay, what's this Doom? Okay, so they were talking about the 14 fires, so there must have been a volcanic explosion or eruption, but they don't know. So I wonder if something else took them out. Was it a meteor shower, or something deeper? Something more spiritual. I don't know.
I thought the 14 fires was before the
Yeah, they were saying 14 fires right in the same location. So I was thinking like 14 fires, meaning 14 volcanoes. So maybe that's what I was taking from that. I don't know. I could be wrong. And I was just thinking like, maybe that meant that maybe one of them, or there was another volcano that they weren't even aware of.
Yeah.
Maybe they built their kingdom on a volcano because I'm sure that there's a lot of mysteries out in the world that they're still probably learning, and this is magical, so maybe they were on a lot of the dragons passed too. I was going to say maybe they were on a huge dragon's nest or something, I don't know. Hey, no, I'm just kidding, it's totally not that.
Should have moved that nest a long time ago.
But it was interesting to see that Daenerys and her family survived away from that, of course, but and they waited it out. The family waited it out for 100 years before they released their fury. I want to know more about that too. So pretty cool.
Very good. Interesting.
I would love to see it in its actual true form, Valyria. 5,000 years is a long time to keep a civilization going. That's a very long time.
Yes.
So, and a lot of dragons too, I'm sure. So that'd be really epic to see. I hope they do something about that. So HBO, once Game of Thrones is over, if you can kind of rewind and maybe do some prehistory, show us some old Valyria and see what that was like, because that's pretty darn cool. Anything else you'd like to add?
No.
It's
Is
so
there
spectacular.
another part of that, or no?
I know there are a lot.
Okay, so down the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how the order goes. I'm just going by the guideline that we've seen so far for season 1, so we'll just go in order of that.
Okay.
But I do think they touch base on a lot of different things, so I'm sure we will hear about this in another tale or something.
Okay.
But it won't be like an exact continuation of what we just heard.
Okay.
But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye.
Bye.